This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. Not today, it's a birthday girl. This is a birthday girl who's turned 39 and born the same year I was born. Anyway, she's played a lot of her career in the National Women's Soccer League, playing for Seattle of that franchise and the U.S. national team. She was named Female Player of the Year in 2019, winning gold many times with the U.S. national team. She was a co-captain of the national team for a few years and played in the Women's Professional Soccer League and France's Feminine Division 1. She's known for her crafty style of play on the pitch and her activism off the pitch, advocate for LGBTQIA plus organizations, and was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2022. Her name is Megan Rapinoe. As I said, she was born in 1985, July 5th, in Redding, California. She grew up with 5 siblings, including her fraternal twin, Rachel Rapinoe. Fraternal twins are different than identical twins. They're twins they're born the same woman, but fraternally, like, you wouldn't know they're twins. Anyway, there'd be a lot of problems and all that. She would go play in high school and all that, and did pretty well for soccer. She would actually play in the Women's Premier Soccer League for Elk Grove Pride, alongside her sister, Rachel, and future national teammate Stephanie Cox. She would try to help the women's team out. And then in 2005, she decided to attend Portland, the University of Portland in Portland. They almost went to Santa Clara, but then they changed their mind and joined the University of Portland. As a freshman soccer player, she helped Portland win the NCAA championship. She scored a goal and assist to help Portland beat UCLA 4-0, and was just iconic and all that. She scored 7 game-winning goals. She was actually pretty impressive, scoring 10 goals in 11 matches as a sophomore. However, she suffered an ACL injury against Washington State and had troubles and all that. In 2007, she suffered her second season-ending ACL injury 2 games into the season. She was given a medical hardship waiver, meaning that she could continue on. All that. After taking her time to recover from her ACL injury, Rapinoe returned for the 2008 season and helped him win 20 games for scoring 5 goals. She actually decided to enter the women's professional soccer draft instead of taking the extra year college eligibility. She would score 30 goals in Portland in only 60 games because of her injury. So then she was drafted 2nd overall in the WPS draft by Chicago and played quite well, scoring a pair of goals and part of the league's all-star team. She would sign with Philadelphia after Chicago would cease operations. She would be in 4 games, but was traded to Washington, well, now called the Matchjack team. Kind of consideration and all that. She helped Washington make the playoffs and went to the final, but lost to Philadelphia 2-0. The the team was terminated by WPS, but then the league suspended operations in early 2012, meaning she had to find somewhere else. So she went to Sydney FC for a few games. But she decided to go to the Seattle Sounders women's team and all that, making a few appearances. Then she went to Olympique Lyon to play over in France. And all that. She went to the women's Champions League final, but lost to Wolfsburg. Anyway, she tried her best, but Lyon got eliminated in round of 16 of Champions League in 2014 and decided to go back to Seattle. And the National Women's Soccer League would allocate Rapinoe to Seattle based on her hometown, that being in the Washington area. So anyway, there were actually 0-9-1 in 10 games before Rapinoe joined the squad. She, alongside Hope Solo, the star goalie, helped Seattle turn things around, in a sense. She would help Seattle become the regular season champions of 2014. And they ended up losing to Kansas City 2-1 in the final. She came back for 2015, and then she's played a few key games and all that, but Seattle's never won a title, apparently. But anyway, Rapinoe said she would retire from professional soccer after the 2023 National Women's Soccer League season. 34,000 fans came to see her final home match, all that. They went to the championship against New York, New Jersey, but lost that game. Rapinoe was actually injured with a torn Achilles tendon. Anyway, she would play youth for the United States and the national team debut in 2006 against Ireland. Due to her ACL injury, she couldn't compete in the 07 World Cup or the 08 Beijing Olympics. And all that. So anyway, she got to the 2011 Women's World Cup with the United States, playing 8 of the 10. She started 8 of the 10 games she played and all that. So they did what they could. So she actually scored a key goal against Colombia in the second group stage match. So she came on as a substitute in the quarters against Brazil and served a great pass to Abby Wambach to score the goal to force the game into penalty shootout. And Rapinoe does all that. She got an assist against France in the semi-final and then in the championship against Japan. She assisted Alex Morgan on the game opening goal. Unfortunately, though, Japan would win the World Cup in 2011 on penalties, including a silver medal. So anyway, Rapinoe was part of the U.S. team that won the gold medal at the 2012 Olympic Games. She scored a game-winning goal against Colombia. And then Rapinoe actually scored 2 dramatic goals against Canada in the semifinals. Her first goal was scored directly from a corner that nobody touched. And then, yeah, scored huge. Americans beat Canada on a stoppage time goal by Alex Morgan in the 123rd minute. So, of course, that game is controversial in Canada because of that Norwegian referee making a couple of rash decisions, including penalizing the Canadian keeper for holding the ball for more than 6 seconds. And you don't see that call happen too much. Canada really complained, but they took bronze. The U.S. beat Japan for gold 2-1 as Rapinoe assisted on Carly Lloyd's goal that won them the tournament. So anyway, she was part of the roster for the 2015 Women's World Cup in Canada, which ironically I did a on this day about today. So watch that one. Anyhow, she scored the game opening goal against Australia in the group stages and scored a second goal against them. And she did okay. She was named to the 2019 roster for the World Cup and scored one goal in America's 13-0 trouncing of Thailand. Rapinoe scored 2 key goals against Spain in the knockout stages. They would face France in the quarterfinals, and Rapinoe scored on a free kick. And another goal later, the U.S. got to the semis. Unfortunately, though, she injured her hamstring and missed the U.S.'s semifinal win over England. Fortunately, though, she was healthy enough to play in the final against the Dutch and scored a penalty kick. At 34, she was the oldest woman to score in a World Cup final. Was named Player of the Match and was the top scorer in the tournament with 6 goals. And got the Golden Boot Award and the Golden Ball for MVP. She scored 2 key goals against Australia in the bronze medal game to help the Americans win the bronze. But Canada won gold, so no. Anyway, she was named to the 2023 Women's World Cup and all that. But unfortunately, she missed a penalty kick against Sweden in the round of 16. Rapinoe stated that she knew she was a lesbian by the time she was in college. She publicly came out in 2012 saying she was in a relationship with an Australian soccer player. Of course, their relationship ended after 5 years. Rapinoe would be engaged to a recording artist, Sarah Cahoon, but the wedding plans were put on hold. And Rapinoe would actually come out in a relationship with famed Seattle Storm player from the WNBA, Sue Bird. They announced their engagement in October 2020. Anyway, she spoke out against the use of stadiums with artificial turf. Well, the 2015 World Cup was all on artificial turf because Canada couldn't really grow grass fields. And they knew it too. She wanted equal pay for the U.S. squads to be with the men's squads and all that. And wants transgender women in women's sports. All that. So anyway, she was spinning a few things and all that. Anyway, she knew what she could do and all that. She was fantastic and all that. Unfortunately, though, she was in deep trouble in 2016 when, during an NWSL match, she actually knelt during the national anthem in solidarity with Colin Kaepernick, who refused to stand during the anthem to protest racial injustice and all that. She planned to continue to kneel. So they say she would continue her protest and all that. She published her autobiography, One Life in 2020, which details her early life, her career highlights and setbacks, her activism for racial and gender equality, and her personal relationships. So she's been a fantastic player, scoring 63 goals for the U.S. national team. So she helped Lyon win the Division One female version in 2013 and the French Cup. For the Seattle Reign, she helped them win 3 shields for best in the regular season, 14, 15, and 22, and the Women's Cup in 2022. 2 World Cups with the U.S. in 2015 and 19, Olympic gold medal in 2012, the Olympic bronze medal in 2021, 3 CONCACAF Women's Championships, and many more things, including winning the female Ballon d'Or in 2019. So she's a legend, getting the Medal of Freedom, which was fantastic. And Rapinoe is a constant reminder about how good women can play, gay or not. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.